Okay, and so I am back with more Resident Evil, some daytime Resident Evil today because, frankly, I wanted to play a little bit more of it. Billy is a little bit worse for wear because we had a fight with a... No, I don't want to pick them back up. We had a fight with a giant bat, and it was awful and it was terrible. Pick up that health. And it killed me. Twice, I think. 2 times. But Rebecca's trusty handgun showed us the way. Oh, the corpse has vanished. The corpse always vanishes. Just gonna nip straight back outside and grab the hook shot off Rebecca. Rebecca hasn't got the hook. I thought I picked the hook shot up. Well, looks like we will be going back to the main house to get the hook shot. I really thought I picked the hook shot up. Okay. Let me check this out before I go and get myself into trouble. Ah, yes, there it is. Right inside of the main hallway. Love coming straight back into a game and knowing exactly where I was. Oh, I forgot about these little things. Monsters. Monsters. Monsters everywhere. I don't mind coming back here, actually. It gives me a chance to pick up anything that I left behind. Not just the hook shot. I think I left some Molotov cocktails behind as well. And they will probably come in handy. Might actually bring Rebecca back through here too. Just collecting up all this stuff that we left behind. What is actually here? Let's have a look. Some herbs, some Molotovs, some goodies. Where are the Molotovs? I think they're here. Yes. I feel like I should bring Rebecca back. Pick up some of this stuff. Rebecca's injured as well. All injured. Always injured. tiny little bit of backtracking inventory management before we get going, and fingers crossed we'll be able to proceed with the best equipment that I could possibly have. Hopefully those nasty little monkeys and keep off Rebecca. I can get through this bit without dying. Oh no, it's pinned there. Oh, don't pin me. Don't jump up on the walls. It's not very friendly. Oh no, Rebecca's gonna get murdered. Yep. Okay. Welcome to Resident Evil 0, now with 100% more death than last time.
Resident Evil 0.
You are entering an insane world here. Just about. Just a bit. Quite a bit of insanity going on here, to be honest. Can't believe I was so silly as to trade out the hook shot for the grenade launcher and stuff, and then not have the hook shot. Do a bit of backtracking. I'm not gonna risk Rebecca's life because she's a squishy baby. I wonder if, because I've got lots of handgun bullets, so I wonder if I can take these things out, or if Billy can take these things out without getting murdered. Probably not, but it's worth a shot. Nope.
Resident Evil 0.
I know what I want to do, she says. I want to play Resident Evil, she says. All day long I had so much fun dying when I played it yesterday. Dying over and over again. I really want to just go and just die a few more times. You can do it, Billy. I've got faith in you. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting shit to change. Get off. Now, is that going to put him from orange caution into danger? Yes, it has. And I left the other herbs back at the church. Because I like to take my life into my own hands. I'm reckless. Okay. I can pick up one more thing. Well, it makes sense to get the little bit of health that I can get. Where is it? It's there. Eat that, Billy, and that might help us get through this little bit again. It's no guarantee, but we'll do the best that we can do. I'm wondering if it's worth picking up gas or magnum bullets. Picking up magnum bullets. I'm going to try and fake the monkeys out and go a different way around, because I know that there is that little back route that you can take to get up to that bit, and it means avoiding, fingers crossed, means avoiding that little corridor where the clock was and the ladder. Come this way, it's just one hallway to run through, one area with monkeys to run through, and hopefully they're expecting me to come from the other side, because that's the way that I went, and we can fake them out a little bit, she says, getting immediately smacked in the face. But we lived. Billy's probably back on danger. But there is a red and green herb, I believe, in the church. There we go. It's okay, Rebecca. Rebecca, I survived. I made it. I made it happen. Does Rebecca have anything worth swapping out? No. Actually, I'm going to give her these to hold. Just to free up that slot. Okay. And there is the circuit breaker for the elevator. And there's a herb. Lovely. Really? No space? No space because of that one. We can unlock this. We can reunite with Rebecca. And Just because she's so squishy. Here we go.
This way.
Okay.
Like one hit, one decent hit from an enemy from that caution will probably kill Rebecca, whereas Billy will take some more, so. The view of the lake can be seen from the cliff. And we can get out of this area, finally. Move on towards the next area. What's this? No, there's nothing on there. Okay. So we appear to be in a library of some sort. Bookshelf lies in total disarray. Someone was evidently looking for something here. Marcus's diary too. The page has been torn out. Trouble is unlikely, but I closed my babies up in a special capsule. But it won't be safe if I hold on to it myself. Hide it in that place. To hide a leaf, put it in the forest. To open the capsule, a special stripping agent is necessary. No way Spencer's lackeys could figure out how to make it. Another route upwards. What was this way? Oh, a save spot. That's really, really handy. And we've got another one of these dumbwaiter things. Right, let's work out what we've got. Moving out to a space that's a little bit more open to drop some items. I really feel like for me this game has put the survival in survival horror, or emphasised the survival in survival horror. Something to read there. It's a computer. Laboratory Manager's Diary. Today, under Dr. Marcus's orders, I changed the platform entry code. Later, I asked him the source of the entry code. He told me it was based on something significant in his children's growth. But the doctor's a loner. He isn't married. Surely he doesn't have any children. What does he mean? What indeed? Some gasoline there. Oh, fuck off. There is a leech man. I don't want to play with no leech man. And of course, I left Billy with the Molotov cocktail. This is locked. Oh. It's locked, you can't open it. Ah, I have to go with this. And another save point. I don't need to save it again just yet, but I can drop them. It looks too high to jump down. Okay. Those zombies are gonna stand up, aren't they? Yep. Should have just shot at it. Leech growth records. February 3rd, 1978. Administered tea into 4 leeches in red. Their will to survive leads them to find parasitism and leads them first to parasitism and predation. And they breed and multiply. And single-minded biology makes them attractive candidates for bioweapons research. However, afterwards no major changes observed. February 10th, 1978. 7 days after administration of tea, rapid growth to formidable size, post transformation emerging, spawning successful, they double their numbers in 1 hour, but their ravenous appetite leads to cannibalism. Hastened to increase food supply, but lost too. March 7th, 1978. Provided them with live food, but lost half of them when the live food fought back. However, the leeches are learning from experience and beginning to exhibit group attack behavior. They are also ceasing cannibalism. Their evolution is exceeding expectations. April 22nd, 1978. The leeches no longer exhibit individual behavior even when not feeding. They move as a collective. They consume everything I offer with remarkable efficiency. April 30th, 1978. An employee has stumbled onto my experiments. Can a human be food source? How will the leeches respond? June 3rd, 1978. A day worthy of commemoration. Today they begin to mimic me. Surely they recognize me as their father. Wonderful children. No one will take you away. June 3rd, 1978. Interesting.
Rebecca, where are you?
Oh! What? Are you shitting me?
Resident Evil 0.
This game. This game. Would have been nice to have got at least a little bit of warning beforehand that Billy was, you know, about to be attacked. Jesus Christ. I mean, wow. Like, that zombie got up and just chomped on him. I am speechless. I'm not gonna lie, I am absolutely speechless about that. Yeah. Wow. Just wow. So, let's send Rebecca up here, and I'm gonna immediately go back down to Billy. See what must have triggered that, because yeah, I am flabbergasted by it. I really am. What triggers that zombie to stand up and start eating Billy? Because I was not prepared for it. I was going to suggest perhaps that it might have been easier to stand outside of there, but there's leave him out here. It's a safe room, right? It's supposed to be safe. Right, we can stand outside of here for now. Up there is a button and you can open that door, and there is a leech man behind that wall. But if Rebecca doesn't open that door, then Billy should be safe for the time being. Can't believe that. I really can't. I am... Wow. Absolutely wow. Right. Oh, Rebecca's got these. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this thing. It looks like there's a ball there. Can make more. Oh, there was something down here. That's fine, that's fine. We'll work this out. Collection of leech samples, press the button. One of the capsules is glowing. Okay, there is the map. Okay, so there's this button here, but if I press that, it will open that downstairs area and let a leech man out. So I'm gonna take Billy back into this room and wonder if seeing the original leech man upstairs spawned this guy, this zombie, to come to life, because something did. Something brought it to life. Well, I still don't trust that zombie because it hasn't come back to life, and I'm not going to open up that door just yet. I'm going to figure out what makes that zombie come to life, because that was really cheap and really dirty, and it screwed me over, and I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Makes me need to figure it out. This game. This game. Not this time. Right, and then I read this. And then all poop hit the fan. Yes, I want to send Billy the Molotov cocktails so that I can open that thing up and he can kill the leech man. There is behind that door, that wall. There are zombies in there. And there is a zombie in here as well. Appears to be a device of pumping gas into the room. The device is empty right now. Ooh. Looks like some kind of chemical. Put it in the mixing set. Add the red chemical to the green chemical and get the stripping agent. See Billy down there. Right now, in theory, this zombie should be alive. If it's not, I'm really, really pissed off. There he is. So what triggered him to come back to life then? Sneaky it is. Sneaky game is sneaky. Yeah. Gonna do a little bit of inventory management, pass some things back and forth between Rebecca and Billy and send them upstairs. Oh, that item's too large. Okay, well, we'll send them up then. And now there are no zombies in here, I feel like it's safe to leave Billy behind. Still just cannot get over that. This game messing with me. It is. Does Rebecca have space in her inventory yet? Not yet. I have had games do things that make me go, huh? Before, you know, I play Spelunky. I am well versed in the deaths and game overs that happen in ways that you go, oh. That, however, that was cheap. That was cheap and mean and uncalled for. It wasn't cheap. I'm just bitter. I'm just salty. So much salt. So much salt you could call me the ocean. The Lucy. Oh God. So terribly punny. Yeah. Why not? can hear a zombie. And these next few moments are just going to be a little bit boring while I just move back and forth and get some things in place. So we should now be able to collect what's inside of here. And it's a leech capsule. And they said something about it not being able to get the leech thing out of it. So let me examine it. The capsule contains a specimen of leech. The lid won't budge. It's sealed with some kind of special material. Unfortunately, Becca's clever, and I took things earlier on. I've got the stripping agent, and now we have a blue sculpture specially shaped in the form of a leech, which is nice. And Rebecca thinks to herself, I know who likes blue. Billy likes blue because he's a boy. Maybe I'll give him this pretty blue leech and he'll forgive me for all of the times that I got his ass in trouble. Okay. I think that is it. Ooh! First aid. This does not look nice down here. Investigators report. Dr. Marcus, co-founder with President Spencer of the Umbrella Corporation, disappeared 20 years ago. The results of his research have been kept under wraps this entire time. The reason became clear at the training facility run by Dr. Marcus. Well, not here exactly, but underground. When we ventured below, we found evidence of Dr. Marcus's research into the T-virus prototype called Progenitor. The evidence of years of hideous experimentation that used company employees as guinea pigs. We cannot know how many were forced to become subjects, but based on the evidence, no less than 20 individuals were involved, taken deliberately to keep the corporation's secret safe. But where is the doctor now? I don't know. But considering the recent rapid growth of Umbrella Corporation, I can't help but think that the research is continuing. Yes, his experiment lives and continues to grow in the dark. Those things, the fruit of his research, they fill this facility. Zombies! Okay, so we have a door here. It's decorated with a bust of Marcus as a space for some kind of object. Nothing happens. Maybe you're using the wrong key. Yes, I wanted to send something to the reference room. That was the whole reason of me coming in here. There we go. going to do a few little swapsies here. He's going to take the leech charm. And he's going to send these ink ribbons up to Rebecca. And Rebecca's going to take the ink ribbons and she's going to have a dance. She's not going to have a dance, I just made that up. She's going to take this first aid spray and send it down to Billy. Because he's a little bit sore at the moment and we want him to be better. And Billy says, "Thank you for the first aid spray. That's very kind of you, young lady." And this is how courtship works in the Resident Evil franchise. Could do with picking up. Picking up the shotgun really and using the shotgun shells. Right, I'm now going to press this button. Billy is down there holding his flamey fist of justice. Oh no, I missed. Oh no! The evil leech. Evil leechy evil thing with a big hole in its stomach. Going to get Rebecca to send those shotgun bullets down to Billy, so we can use the shotgun and shoot it right in its leechy face. Oh, there was a bottle here. I could have made Molotovs. Send him more Molotovs too. Okay. Yeah, the noise is going to keep coming up because technically I'm in the same corridor. I'm just up above. But it's okay. Billy's going to take care of the problem. Shotgun up. It's gonna be good, Billy. It's gonna be real good. Wait and see. I've got a plan. I've got a cunning plan. Okay, so I believe you now have a Molotov cocktail and a shotgun. Billy, throw the fire at thing. There we go. I knew I should have kept hold of the shotgun and just tried to shoot shotgun it, but I didn't know how many bullets it would take. Here's device for combination, but it's missing. Ooh, herbs. Door is decorated with a bust of Marcus, a special place for a kind of object, and it's blue. Interesting little room. Mysterious objects are floating in the water. Lovely. There is an input regulating coil, something else. And a picture. Something written on the back of the photograph: to James, to commemorate your graduation, 1939.
Judging from the age, that guy could be Marcus's son or grandson.
Okay. And he has the green leech. Oh, get off! I'm not even gonna fight you now. I'm not even gonna waste another shotgun shell on you. Shrugging off my headshot as if it was nothing. As if it was nothing. Oh God, Billy's in trouble again. Put him back in here. This now zombie-free room. He should be safe. And send the blue leech, or the green leech, sorry, back up to Rebecca. Who's standing there bored out of her mind again. But she now has the green leech. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and send these herbs down to Billy because why not? There's a good chance I'm going to walk into the next room and, you know, there's going to be monsters and I'm going to need it. I'm going to wish I hadn't done that. Who knows? Great. Ew. I'm trying to see where it is. She's not aiming at it, so I have to let it get close. There's a horrible sound. Kind of pitiful, really. Ooh, bullets! And a canister. Oh! You know, I had a feeling that was going to happen. I should have trusted my gut. There's very, very little damage when they grab your feet. I don't trust this zombie. This zombie's gonna get up. Come on then. I knew it. On this one too. Ah, get off. Don't get caught, Rebecca. Don't get caught. Oh, a nice headshot. There we go. Okay, breeding room key. That sounds delightful. Oh, this looks nice and safe. Oh, shit! They are hunters. I am not fighting hunters. Rebecca is not fighting hunters. That is not gonna happen. Not right this second. Not while I'm all injured. That is not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to do some prep for that. Yeah, something about old school Resident Evil games, and they can still manage to scare the ever-loving crap out of me. Like you walk into a room, you're injured, and you see two bloody hunters. And you immediately run and save your game because you just soiled your pants. Okay. Gonna go back to the little dumbwaiter thing and Billy to send some shit up. Because unfortunately, what we need next is down for Billy to progress is in that room, and I don't think I can't send the shotgun up to her because it takes 2 slots. Huh. That's going to be an issue. Right, I'm going to get these herbs, and these herbs are out here up to her to combine, so at least she can heal. Try and navigate that hunter room and find out what find whatever it is that is in there that we need. The dial for that door, I believe. Oh, Billy can't combine items. Because Billy is silly. I don't think we need to go through the full animation of the door opening and closing and going up every single time. Maybe these will help. I should have done all this before I saved it. Oh well. I think I've got like 1,000,001 save ribbons anyway, so can always easily save it again. Right, one more thing. Resident Evil Inventory Sharing Simulator. That's what this game is. Right. See how well this goes. Spoiler alert. Not well. Hunters are the worst abomination in all of Resident Evil, I believe. I don't think that there is a creature in the whole of Resident Evil that I despise quite as much as hunters. I really don't think there is. I don't know, the redone drain demos in Resident Evil 3 Remake are pretty awful. Like, that whole thing is just so unnecessary. I'm going to do something silly to start off with. I'm going to see whether I can dodge them or shoot them before healing and try and see what happens. There's a good chance that Rebecca is about to lose her head. Not even lose her head, it's just like straight away, just like... just murder. Straight up murder. Get it off her. There we go. Oh, at least that's dead. Why is there still music? There we go. Thank you. Back in danger. Still alive though. I think Grill's been ripped out. Whatever did this must be strong. Yeah, it was a bit strong. It was a hunter. BOW report. Research to date has shown that whether the progenitor virus is administered in living organism, valiant cellular changes cause a breakdown in the system. Furthermore, no satisfactory method has been found to control the organisms for use as weapons. Clearly, greater coordination at the cellular level is essential. To enable further growth, I conducted a number of experiments in an effort to find a breakthrough. This is my report. Insecta. Perhaps because these ancient animals have been genetically stable for millennia, when administered with the progenitor virus, they exhibited only explosive high-energy growth and increased aggressiveness. It's extremely difficult to envision them as a BOW amphibia. Injecting a frog with the virus resulted in an increase in leaping power and abnormal tongue growth. However, no change in mental ability was observed. Furthermore, an abnormal appetite resulted in the test subject randomly attacking other objects. Usefulness for BOW is limited. Mammalia. The progenitor virus was merged with monkey cellular DNA, resulting in increased fertility. The resultant young exhibited improved aggressiveness and some increased mental capacity. As a side effect, visual power was lost, but this was offset by an improvement in hearing. However, they're unsatisfactory as weapons. Does seem that no progress can be made without using humans as a base organism. I mean, I don't know. To be fair, like hunters, the frogs, you're gonna see them later on. Those all of the insect type things that we've established, and the exterminator, the monkey things, they're all pretty violent. I don't think that that you could consider them to be a failure, to be honest, in terms of, and you really can't with the hunters. Like hunters go on to be like the one of the super weapon type BOW creatures that are really effective. I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Sorry about that, I just needed to plug my laptop in, it was about to die. And that wouldn't be good. Yes, I'm going to send this little dial, almost got Rebecca murdered, down to Billy. Grab it, Billy, grab it. Okay. There's a device for entering a combination, but the mechanism is missing. And we'll put this in here. And there was a memo. The device is working again. Enter combination. There was a memo about how we do this. Hopefully I won't make a big old mess of it. Was it this one? Leech growth records. Four double numbers, go back half. June 3rd, 1978. Right, so there was a growth of 4. Hang on. I'm gonna have to make a note of this and work it out, because my memory is terrible. Here's the entry code. Told me it was based on significance in the children's growth. So we have the growth report, and we had 4 leeches, and then it doubled their numbers, and then we lost 2, so it would be 4 doubled to 8, lost 2 will be 6, and lost another half would be 3, so it should be 4, 8, 6, 3. Should be. Four, 8, 6, door is unlocked. Yay! I got it right!
Maybe I could use this.
Rebecca here, over.
Billy, I found something here that might make you happy. It's an aerial cable car.
Really? That's great. Now we can get out.
Yep, let's regroup as soon as possible. Over.
Roger.
Oh, bless her. I love how Rebecca pretends that she hasn't already seen it. It's very sweet of her. She's a very sweet person. See, he's just down there. Right, now how do I work this out? It's the hook shot. But Billy doesn't have the hook shot. Rebecca has the hook shot. And I wonder if I can send the hook shot down. Oh, here we go. There's a lever. A lever. And that will... yeah, move the ladder. Yay! Billy can stay where he is. Rebecca can take this. Climb down the ladder. Be reunited with our friend. There we are. Hi!
Follow me.
Okay.
Yay! Look at them. They're all together again for the you know, this moment in time. Doesn't seem to be getting any power. No, because the regulator is there. Also need this. There are some bullets up here. And also unlocked the door. Come up here and get some bullets, and we can sort out all the inventory before we slot everything into place. I've got a lovely kitty cat's just come back in to say hello, so I'm gonna have to make sure she's got some food in one moment. Give me a second. take Billy to go and pick up the grenade launcher. Okay, so freed up a little bit of inventory space, sorted out, not leaving items behind. Everything we can possibly get together. Little save. And then go and use the cable car.
Come on!
Yeah.
We can get out of here. Uh-oh. Oh no! Okay, so there is a leech man, and I have very little health, and all the power's gone off. Hence why I saved it and took all of the weapons from Billy. Fortunately, I don't have any health items to top up Rebecca's health. You know, for some reason, hang on, let's just drop this for for a moment. For some reason, the leech man decided, or was capable of pulling out the regulator, or the handle, or whatever it was. The output, the regulation coil. There we go.
Here are some results from the web.
Oh my god, Google, shut up. I'm not talking to you today. Keeps doing that. Pick the shotgun back up. I don't think I said anything that remotely resembled that search engine. But okay. Right, now I'm gonna have to be really, really careful because I am on danger. I don't know if the leech man is still down here or not, but if it grabs Rebecca, then I am toast. It is. It's still there. Oh, use the remote. Use the controls, Rebecca. There we go. Yay, we escaped. It is. It is an angry griller. And it knocked poor Billy to the ground. This dead dude's got a gun. He's got a magnum. Right. Leave this area. Head to the next area. Hopefully find some health very, very soon. And, you know, maybe Billy? I don't know. Rebecca doesn't seem to care that the angry griller just shoved Billy off the side of the platform. She's just like, oh, I'm off in the cable car. See ya! Health. Beautiful health. Yes. Eat it. Eat that one too. Why not? Might as well. They are there. Okay, large elevator operation cable car. I don't know if we can get through that door. I've got a feeling we can't. Yeah. Locked from the other side. Okay. We are in an area. This is an area that should be familiar to old school Resident Evil fans because it is from Resident Evil 2, and I'm not sure if it featured in Resident Evil 3 in the... These are the original ones, not the remake version. Yeah, this save room should be familiar at least. It's tightly sealed. Oh, look at all the goodies. I like goodies. Goodies make me happy. Handgun ammo. I don't... Yes, Rebecca. The work schedule is the most important thing, Rebecca. Nothing else on that board is remotely important. There we go. Factory map. There is some grenades down there. And... ink ribbon. New area, might as well drop a save down. Out of time. Okay. I'll go a little bit longer and have a tiny explore of this new area. So I'm going to leave that here for now. Oh. Trying to remember. I struggle to remember what comes next in this game. I'm amazed I've got this far, to be honest. With only as say few deaths as I've had. It's several, but we'll see how we go. Oh, this is the little corridor where in Resident Evil 2 you turn around and Mr. X is walking up behind you like, X gonna give it to you, before you know he truly became. Something is being displayed. Giant humanoid suspended in a bioorganic liquid, blah blah. Oh! No. I was not ready for that. I should have been, considering that I said, oh, this is where when you turn around, Mr. X is walking towards you and it's an ambush. Should have been completely prepared for that. But I wasn't. I'm going to go back in and use this, mountain to take them down. Yeah. You mess with Rebecca. You're putting me into danger this time, hunter bastards. Right, so I'm going to have to go and drop the Magnum back off up there, just to get that key. And this is the point at which I start to really miss the item box. Don't get me wrong, I quite like the ability to drop item, to just leave items, but yeah, it would be nice. I'd love a system if they continue to, or they make any more games like in the same sort of style as they've done the remakes with the old games. I would really, really, really like it if you could drop an item and have it be there on the floor, and have an item box. It just, but then again, that makes life a little bit too easy if you have both of those things, I suppose. It's striking the balance. Factory key. where is it? Is it in here? Yeah. Ooh, bringing up the platform. The platform. I've still got hold of that key. No. Well, then I shall take the Magnum back. I would really like to be able to take those grenades as well, but I can't. Don't have the inventory space. There will be a way to backtrack, I am sure, in the future. At some point. It will be eminently possible. I just remembered what I think is coming up, and I may have put myself into a little bit of an awkward position. Door reads security room. There's no need to search this place. How do you know, Rebecca? You don't know. You don't know that, do you? You don't know there's no need to search it. There could be items in there. There could be an item box. A save area. You never know.
Don't shoot! You're alive.
Are you okay, Rebecca?
Where is everybody?
They should have arrived here before me. Haven't you seen them? That's unfortunate. If we go straight from here, we should arrive at an old mansion which Umbrella uses for research. Come on, let's go.
Wait! I've got to find Billy.
Billy Cohen? You mean you found that criminal?
Yes, but we got separated and...
No point worrying about him. He won't make it. Come on, let's go.
Sir, please. I need to find him. Don't worry. I'll catch up with you.
Rebecca... All right. Just be careful.
I never saw him again.
No. And I can't have the key. Why are you doing this to me, game? Why would you keep doing this to me? Why would you be so cruel? Actually saying that, that's not where I want to leave these bullets. I have a feeling that Rebecca's about to die. And I know. But it's more than a feeling. Because I'm aware of what's coming up and how ill prepared that I am for it. Fair warning. There will be death. The question is, how many times?
What is that?
my worst nightmare. Yeah, Rebecca has to fight a tyrant on her own. Well, I've got barely any health. Oh my goodness! Wow! I was convinced I was gonna. I am not gonna lie. I was convinced I was gonna die. I was on orange caution, and I was fighting a tyrant. I was convinced I was gonna die at least one time. I am proud of myself. I am so proud of myself right now. Whew. Okay. I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna argue with the game. I think the game decided that it owed me for that zombie that cheaply killed Billy earlier on, and paid me back there. I don't. Okay. I am gonna take it. We were on level 3 apparently. Let's see what's on level 1. Yeah, I mean, I totally knew I was gonna live with them mad skills. Mad skills and big guns, as Barry Burton said. I don't need oh, we're back at the training facility. I don't need luck. I've got this. Now, did I leave anything back up in the training facility that could facilitate my ongoing success? It's unlikely. But we'll have a look. I mean, at least we'll drop a save in here so that I don't have to fight that tyrant again. What got left around? Not a lot. I feel like I am scraping through this game by the skin of my teeth, the very enamel upon my teeth. Fingernails are just clawing on in there and somehow surviving. Somehow making it through. I'm gonna take these ink ribbons. I'm putting this survival in survival horror the whole damn time. why the YouTube comments aren't popping up on my screen again. I tell you what, when the PS5 comes along, that is something that I sincerely hope that they do better with the share and the broadcasting, because that's silly. Okay, let's see what's on level 2. That sounds like zombies. That sounds like zombs. No, it's not. It's not a zombie. It's not a zombie. It's not a zombie. I don't wanna. It's scary. I mean, I have a shotgun. I could probably shoot it in the face. But it's scary. I don't wanna. I'm gonna go and see what's on level 4. This game is gonna put me in an early grave. Oh.
Playtime is over. You and your friends no longer amuse me. Good riddance. Now nothing will stop me from getting my revenge.
That, it's reassuring. Yeah, that's reassuring. Well, okay then. So he is alive. Made his own way down here. Is this a save room? This is a save room. I like save rooms. Save rooms make me happy, because that's where I save my game. What would make me very happy is if there was health somewhere, anywhere. Right. Combine that. I really want to find some health before I save. I know that seems counterintuitive, but I really want to. I'm gonna have to go and fight those hunters, aren't I? I feel like I've only just saved the game. But, you know, shit's happened, so... was level 2, wasn't it? Ugh, evil hunters. I don't wanna. Put it on officially all of the records. There is no more wanting to. Wow. Such an over-dramatic death there, Mr. Hunter. There's no need to be so over-dramatic. I mean, I did scream like a little girl and run away from it, but, you know, shh, shh. Oh, oh, precious, 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 precious hers. Why on earth did I bring these ink ribbons with me? Nom nom nom. Okay. At least I won't die now if something looks at me funny. Does this open that shortcut? That opens that shortcut. Left some ink ribbons in here, didn't I? I did. Pick them up. Are you going to pick them up, Rebecca? You know, they're right there on the floor. Right there on the floor in front of you. There you go. Okay, so back in full health. Go back to that save room, I think. Yeah. And obviously from here we can get back into that the save room that is at the top of the lift, the big cargo lift type thing, and get those grenades. There's also some bullets there, but I can't carry them at the moment. Once I freed up some inventory space, I'll probably do that bit of backtracking, make sure that we've got everything that we need, because this is the final area of the game and I'm not sure how long. I don't remember it being particularly long, but I have every intention of finishing this game tonight. I want to move on to Resident Evil 1. I want to get reacquainted with Mr. Bufffield. Pre-buff Bufffield. Okay, so I'm gonna drop this, drop this, drop this, drop all of the things. I'm gonna touch this. Down power supply area. Yes. Now I don't remember exactly how it works, so that you connect all of the things. I know I've already done it wrong. You have to pick the dots and connect it in a way that you get all of them lit. That one will do. I think perhaps this one. Yeah. And it's either one of these two. I'm gonna go for this one. No. Not quite. That one. Doesn't connect the bottom putting it there though, does it? That connects that. That connects that. So maybe it is yeah. This one? That one. No, it's missed the middle. That's not correct, is it? Okay, so we can connect it, it's for 2 points away. So if I work from the bottom, use logic here. So that is 2 points. It's 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. So you would think it's this one. 2. I think it's that. That makes sense to me. So that would be 1, 2, 1, 2, but it would miss the bottom. So 1, 2 would get up there, 1, 2 would only get to there. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That misses that end one. Oh, I don't like this. Right. I'm going to miss the bottom corner. I think it's definitely that one to start with. And then you have so 1, 2, go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then it's a case of doing this. That still misses out the bottom corner. I don't like this. I might have to look this up because I can't logic it in my own head right now. Right. So down here. starting here. And we're going to see at the top. We choose this one, then we can go to there, we can go to there. We'll go to there, but not to there. We'll go to there, but not to there. This one will go there, there. I missed something off the bottom here. So it goes there. 2. I can't do it. I can't figure it out. It's annoying me. I was convinced that I had it before. It's got to be one of these two, hasn't it? Because of that gap there. So logically, it's got to be that one. I feel like logically then it's got to be that one, but I don't know how to do this bottom bit. One, two, one, two, one. I think it's that. No, it's not, because of that one. Trixie! Do some trial and error here, see what happens. Yeah, they're not connected, are they? So in order to reach this bottom bit, this is a logical starting point. In order to reach this bottom bit, it has to be one move and 2. It has to be either there or there. If it's there, you get that and that, that and that, and that. You don't go any further up, whereas you do if you do that one. And you miss that one. So then it would have to logically be there again. And this just doesn't work. Because it would have to be there. Or there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Technically that should go down to there. Oh, there we go. That should not have been this difficult. Have you played Resident Evil 0 before? About twice. About twice before. That took much longer than it should have done. I've done it about twice before. Yeah, yeah, I am. I'm really not the most comfortable with this game. This is the one out of all of them that I'm least familiar with. Whew, whew, that took far too long. Right. I'm gonna go up here. My goal is to attempt to rescue Billy before. Yeah, it is. It is. Out of all of them, all of the, you know, sort of quote-unquote old school ones, I think this one is definitely the toughest one. They're, like, even the first Resident Evil game, you can kill most enemies and have enough ammo and health to see you through it and not get into a position where you're really gonna struggle. Rebecca's aiming at something, but I can't see it on the screen. There it is. There we go. Is that it? Yes. In this game, you have to be really, really careful with inventory management, and you have to be careful with health. There has been a few situations throughout this playthrough where I have been on sort of danger and not been near health, and there's a few times where I've died several times just because my health's been so low and I've walked into a situation that's been really tough. So it is quite a long game as well, Jade. The old Resident Evil games, I mean, typically, where are we at now? This is the third episode that I've done, so it's about 6 hours we're at now. 6, by the time we finish, it'll be about 6, 7, 8 hours campaign. It's quite lengthy. The first game, and probably Resident Evil 2 with the campaigns, you can probably do them in about 4 hours. Oh no! It's a leech. I just picked up an empty bottle and I know I left gas can. There is a gas can down on level I want to say level 2. I know it's right here. That was lucky. Yeah, compared to the more modern action games like Resident Evil 4, 5 and 6 are long. They are probably twice, 3 times the length of the old school games. These ones are much shorter. This one, I think, it gets artificially lengthened simply because of how the inventory. Ooh, he was close to this one. Yeah. I hate these things. It's all that health gone as well already. No, I hate it. It's awful. Yeah, this is somewhat artificially lengthened, I think, by the backtracking in terms of inventory, because you don't have an item box in which you can put them in, which is, you know, linked in all the save rooms and stuff. It is hard. I mean, I've been playing Resident Evil games since they came out, since like 1996 or whatever, and this is the hardest out of them, undeniably. I don't trust that he was dead. I just find it really funny because you've got Rebecca, and like Rebecca is single-handedly fighting tyrants and that sort of thing, and trying not to spoil things. Like they're end game enemies normally. They're not just thrown in randomly. But that's what comes from it being a... Let's say it was a prequel made about 10 years after the original one, dude. No, it's not. I've gone back and forth on this because I really like the ability to put items down and for them to be there. But yeah, I do miss having an item box. You get to a certain point in this game, especially when you're moving between areas, where you realise how much you miss the item box because you have to backtrack a fair bit to make sure that you've got all the items that you want. There's some more health here. Now they're just throwing health at me. Yeah, that's quite cool. There's a trophy or something that I think on Resident Evil 1 where you could get, where you could use the item box, but they're not linked. Yeah, on Resident Evil 1, and there's an achievement for that. And you have the same problem then when you move between areas. When you come out of the mansion and you go underground, you have to kind of backtrack and ferry things back and forth, and that's not really ideal either. It's funny. It's interesting to try and find a balance between it. I like the ability to put an item down. Like, you get somewhere and you realise that you need to pick an item up, but you've got no space in your inventory. I think you should be able to put an item down, leave it where it is, and then have to go back and pick it up. This game had a lot of interesting concepts to it, but yeah, it is tough.
Rebecca, where am I?
You're safe now. Are you okay? What could have done this?
They must have been used as test subjects in Marcus's research. He must have kept messing around with the mother virus.
Billy?
I'm gonna leave this area, not come back here. You linger in this area too long. I believe one of the froggy monsters comes up when you come back through it. Is it? Never occurred to me that, actually. Huh. On the original Resident Evil 1 box. Like the really old school one. I always thought it was Chris too, to be honest. But then again, that makes sense because it's yeah. If I'm thinking about, I'm picturing it in my head now, and it's like the T-shirt, isn't it, that Richard in the original version's wearing? Huh. Wow, you just blew my mind. Has Billy got no inventory space? Billy has got no inventory space because I loaded him up before we left, didn't I? Okay, so there's this puzzle. Why not? There is more out there. Okay, so we've got a puzzle here.
You stay here.
Yeah.
Or not. Billy has to push these things around. And you have to be careful about how you do it, because you can squish him. Or you can mess it up, and then you have to leave the room, and then you have to come back in. So... Right. Let me climb out of here for a second. Just get a look at it and see the way that the... Okay. Reacquaint myself in it. I can't even tell if you're serious with that one or not. I was like, I've never even heard of this. That's funny. Okay. Go back to Billy and move this box out of the way. Yeah, this is one of the ones where you can mess this up and you have to leave the room and reset it and come back in. So I need to... This box can't... Oh no, that box can be moved. I thought that's the box that doesn't raise up because it's all heavy and made of... You're not going to get down that side. No. Come on, Billy. I feel like I've already messed this up. I feel like I shouldn't have pushed that in that way. Oh well. I'm going to reset this puzzle. I don't know if we both have to leave and come back in, but it's true. I've never heard that. I wonder if that is that a thing in the remake? Is there a like a document or a note or something? Is it in-game lore? Because I'm calling shenanigans. I don't believe it otherwise. People got really, really salty about the appearance or the new appearance of Nemesis, and I think it looks alright. I didn't mind it, to be honest. I've only played through Resident Evil 3 Remake once. It was good. I literally sat down and I did it in like one sitting. I was just like, oh, it's good. I like it. It's short. There are a few areas in it that are notably not present from the first game, but I don't think it necessarily cheapens it or makes it not as good. I don't mind it. I really don't. it'll be fun to get to it on this playthrough. Right, let me just take a look at this because I need to push that into the middle. So I need Rebecca to turn this around a little bit more. Climb up there, Billy. And down again. Get this puzzle done. See what I can do in regards to picking things up in this area, and then I will probably save it. Go and get something to eat. Come back and finish all of this up later on this evening. Around the normal time I'd stream. It's just strange today. I was kind of like, I've been streaming every day in the evening, and today I got to about, I finished all my work that I had to do in the morning. I got to about lunchtime and sorted everything out, and then my husband had to go out and get a little bit of shopping, so I couldn't really do much then. Played a little bit of Spelunky. And I was like, as I was playing Spelunky, I was like, I just want to play Resident Evil. That's all I want to do. I just want to play Resident Evil. Just want to go back and play a little bit more. Right now, can stand up here out the way, Billy. Can Rebecca turn that left? You probably did it at least 5 years ago. I used to do a lot of videos, and I stopped, and I didn't upload anything for about 5 years. This is the first time really in about 5 years that I've started to this isn't working, is it? I've started doing stuff again, and it's mostly because of the current situation. Wanted to do something. I've been writing. I did books instead, and then in fact, I know what I'm going to do here. Yeah, I decided to do my books instead. I've been doing that, and I decided that while things are the way that they are, I was going to read my book and record myself reading my book for people, and that got me recording it and doing that. And when I did it, it's something that I've felt like coming back to, doing some games, and you know, there's a lot more Resident Evil now than there. Ooh, yeah, I know. Don't do that. Don't fill the water up while Billy's in there. Oh, it won't let me turn it while he's stood there. Yeah, the Resident Evil stuff always used to be really popular on my channel, and my most popular video, like I did some Resident Evil costume videos, and they got like a lot of views. And Resident Evil was always really popular, and it occurred to me the other day that I have never done, now that Resident Evil 3 is out. It seemed like a perfect time to do a full playthrough, because we have the games, like all of, if not most of the games, available to us now on PS4 or whatever. So yeah, I can do a full playthrough of the main canon games from zero to not a hero. I wanted to push that, Billy. I was so glad that they made Resident Evil 3. because that was the only one that I didn't have. I had a copy of it on, I think on PS3, like classic uploaded then to PS3. But it, yeah, it's nice to have them all sort of in HD and all nice to play through. So I'm looking forward to going through the whole series again. It's been a while since I've played the whole series through. And I want to say I've never played it all the way through with Resident Evil 7 included. So it will be an experience. It'll be fun. I'm going to try and push this into that middle gap. But I'm not entirely sure how to do it with this thing. Too busy talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm not sure if I can move that around. No. I've messed this up again, haven't I? God damn it. Reset it. I need to concentrate. Yeah, it is nice. I used to at least once a year. At least once a year I used to come back and I used to go through the old Resident Evils. And then carry on and do 4 and 5. I did like I do love, I'm a very, very, very big Resident Evil fan. Since remake of the first game came out and was on here, though, I haven't really gone back to the old ones. Right, that is in the middle, isn't it? There is no reason for me to move that box. So I need to get the other 2 boxes to the right side. So leave the non-floating box where it is and push this one down. I made this a hell of a lot more complicated than it needed to be. I've just blocked that, haven't I? I wonder if I can... Box puzzles! Box puzzles, evil. I know what to do now. Yeah, I do love the old Resident Evil games are great. The remakes are really, really good. I think they're definitely worthy remakes. It could be argued that they perhaps don't necessarily quite have the charm of the early ones. I'm still a bit undecided about whether or not I like this new version of Jill better than how she was in Resident Evil 3, the original Resident Evil 3. As good as they are, the remakes lack a little bit of subtlety, I think. There's and I'm in no way or shape prudish or anything like that, but I think sometimes there's swearing in them that's just not necessary. And there's a line that Jill says, the iconic line that Jill says at the end of the original Resident Evil 3, and it's kind of tossed in as a throwaway comment halfway through the game, and instead her last line in it is yeah, there's a few F-bombs and stuff in there, and I'm not that kind of doesn't sit as right with me. I kind of feel like they didn't need to, but yeah, it is what it is. The new Jill's gorgeous. Yeah, that's kind of my point. I really liked how they did the end. I'm trying to not sort of give spoilers away. It's like, if you know, you know. I like how they did the end battle in the remake. But yeah, I think that it was the lines that Jill used were better in the original. But you know, it is what it is. I'm a bit of a traditionalist and a bit old school. That was the wrong way around in some of the things, which makes me a little bit. They announced that they are remaking Resident Evil 4 next, rather than Code Veronica, which disappoints me, because if any of the games still could do with a modern sort of upgrade into them, it's Code Veronica. Playing along in this playthrough, it'll be quite noticeable that that one's, out of all of them, the one that still looks very old school. But I don't necessarily trust that they could do some of the things that are in Code Veronica with the subtlety that they would need in a modern day setting. So I'm in two minds about that. But yeah, they're fun games. They're really, really fun. So even Resident Evil 2, the remake of Resident Evil 2, had some swearing with it, but it didn't feel quite as excessive as it is in Resident Evil 3. You are quite right with that. There we go. Finally got this all lined up. We can fill it up. Yeah, it did in me too. It did for me too. And then when you get it, it's actually really quite easy. I think I died once, maybe twice, and then I saw them and I was like, oh my god. And then it was quite easy. I managed to get through it then quite quickly. It is good, it is fun. I'm looking forward to going through it again. I played the demo when the demo came out, and that got me super hyped for it. Then I played it through in one sitting. I love some things about it. I'm a bit disappointed about some of the areas that were left out of it. But I love Carlos now. I think Carlos is great. What they did with Carlos was brilliant. It was perfect. He, of all the characters, needed updating, needed a sort of modern take on him, and I really, really like Carlos. In the remake, I like that he got a bigger role. I wasn't 100% convinced that he should have gone to one of the areas that he went into rather than Jill, but it was okay. And you just got the you just got the impression that some things they did it quite. They say that they started making it at the same time that they started making the Resident Evil 2 one, but it feels like they didn't have as much time. Yeah, it feels like they didn't have as much time. The original Resident Evil 3 was exactly the same. It had the same problems. I need to say Billy doesn't even really have a gun. Let me just concentrate for 1 second. Now, the first Resident Evil 3 had the same problems. It was meant to be like a side story, a spin-off, and then it got made into a mainline canon one, and a lot of the same things were used as in Resident Evil 2. My issue with it is I don't understand why, this is going to be a little bit spoily, I don't understand why Jill didn't go back to the police station to get her lockpick. It was kind of like you could see where corners got cut, because they could have very easily, in the bit where you get the lockpick, they could have easily said, oh, I can't progress here, I need to go and get my lockpick. And it's Jill, she's the master of unlocking, she could go and get her lockpick. And then that would give her a chance to go to a different area in the game, whereas they just like stuck it in a box around the corner. And it was kind of like, to me, it felt quite cheap. Who knows? Maybe they intended to expand on that bit, but I don't know. You just stand there and look pretty, Billy, while Rebecca shoots the zombies coming up behind your back. Yeah, it's not perfect. Ooh, still alive. And there definitely are things that they could have done better with it, but the things that they did right with it, they did well. I'm not going to hate on it just for the sake of hating on it. Yeah, I like that too. I think it lacked... Ooh. I'm about to get hit. Yeah, I'm going to come out of here and we're going to go and sort out the inventory and stuff, because I'm not properly prepared for that. Yeah. Oh no, Billy's about to die. Get up, Billy. Leave. Leave, Billy. Don't die. I haven't saved in a long time.
Come on.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to go to the save area and regroup and get all the things going that I should have had going. I shouldn't have come in here before I was ready to. Yeah, I miss the fact that the beginning of the game wasn't as open as it could have been. Oh, have those heard, Rebecca? Even if I think in the original Resident Evil 3, it had the illusion of openness and choice in which how you go about doing things, when really there was only a couple of options. It felt a lot more linear than the original version did. And there were some nice nods and callbacks with various characters. But like you said, it was kind of like done and then move on really quick. It was very fast paced. You did get through things really, really quick. But yeah. Okay, I need to work out what we have. Oh no, I didn't want to pick the hook shot back up. I wanted to pick the shotgun back up. Go on, Billy, get lined up. Pick up that shotgun, it's right there. Hookshot thingy, magnum that I have the bullets for. I might actually take that just to deal with hunters and the likes, and I have a feeling that there's something that I'm gonna have to face soon. Right, let me think about what items got left behind. There were some grenades and some bullets. So I'm going to do a tiny bit of backtracking before I save it. Just pick up some inventory stuff. Right, we're on level 4. Can't remember which level was on. Level 3. There's thingies it's level 1 I want to go to. Yeah, it's fun. They're all fun. That's a statement that you could say about a lot of Resident Evil games. A lot of Resident Evil games are imperfect, but still fun. I feel that way about the sort of like Resident Evil 5 and 6. They get a lot of slack. This is not where I wanted to be. They get a lot of slack and a lot of criticism. I love every Resident Evil game. I think every single Resident Evil game is fun and has a charm and has something worthy of taking away from them. I love the franchise, like the characters and the story and everything as a whole. I love it. There's nothing quite like it for me. It's definitely one of, if not my favourite franchise. But not every game is perfect. Every game's got its little flaws and, you know, things that are wrong with them. But it's a great series, full of great characters. Yeah, they are, and they are a lot more action orientated. It started with Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 isn't co-op. That's yeah. Resident Evil 4 isn't co-op. It's standalone, and that bumped up the action. And people loved it when it came out because it was something different, and it revitalized the series, and they needed to do it. One of the reasons that Resident Evil has been around for so long is because it can evolve and because it can grow and because it's, as people have sort of said, you know, it goes with the modern gaming trends of what was happening at the time. And a lot of people hated them for doing that, for going in a more action way. But it brought them money and they sold games, Resident Evil 5 and 6, as people want to hate on them now. You know, did incredibly well, sold so many copies of the games, and they're the reason why, you know, we're able to get remakes of the games that we love and have the franchises carrying on. It needs to try different things. They did it with Resident Evil 4, and they did it with Resident Evil 7. There's people that hate on Resident Evil 7 because it went to first person, and it again followed gaming trends at the moment. You know how popular like PT was. Like everyone went mad, and Resident Evil capitalized on that and made the game arguably a game that like PT could have been, or Silent Hills could have been. And now they're making another one. So not only making another one, you know, they're making the third remake of the previous games so that they're updated and people can keep on playing them and keep on loving them. So I'm all for it. You know, you're never going to get any real hate from me when it comes to Resident Evil games. Resident Evil 5 and 6 were really, really fun. A lot of people criticize Resident Evil 5. They're like, oh, they just essentially made Resident Evil 4 but put Chris Redfield in there and went a bit more ridiculous with it. What they did is they took what Resident Evil 4 did and made it bigger and better. And personally, I think that Resident Evil 5 is better than Resident Evil 4, but I love Chris Redfield. He's my favourite character, so... Okay, so I have backtracked and collected some of the stuff that I have left behind. We are now in a better position. I'm going to drop these, give these to Billy. We've got some goodies. He's got all of the guns. He's got no health. Got no damn health. That's the story of this game. But we are ready to carry on. What time is it? How long have I been streaming for? I think I'm going to stop for now and have some dinner, but I am going to come back and do more this evening. I'm not sure exactly when. An hour or so. And finish up. But I'm hungry. I'm going to go and have some dinner and take a break. And then come back and finish up with this. Because I want to finish this game. Not that far to the end. And I want to try and finish it tonight so that I can play Resident Evil 1 tomorrow. Yeah, thank you so much for coming and chatting with me. I like having people to chat to when I'm live streaming. It gives me something to talk about. I'm not just running around making squeeing noises and shouting at Billy. I get quite passive aggressive at Billy if I'm left alone too long. So thank you so much for coming and watching. I hope to see you later. And everyone else, thank you. I'll be back later on, probably about an hour or so. 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish this time. Okay, thanks a lot.